Hi again. I am going live to answer one of the questions that I have gathered. I have received it in multiple ways by multiple people, and I'll speak to it today. It's something that I honestly at first I didn't quite understand the question. The question was workouts and why do I share these when I'm not a coach that trains anybody in the body type of ideas. And I guess I didn't know that I had to be. And I share my personal workouts and my journey, and I invite a lot of people that don't know me to work out, to move their body, to find something that works for them. Because when I started my journey of getting to really know myself and giving myself the opportunity to get to know my skills and my abilities and my weaknesses, one of the best and the first places that I got to see them was at the gym. So growing up, I wore glasses, and I remember my mom taking me out of soccer because I would often catch the ball with the glasses and break them. And needless to say, I wasn't great at it. And it became like an inconvenience, right? And a little bit of a pain in the butt. So then I started playing chess, and that was like the thing that I did. And the physical activity kind of ended there. Then I became a scout, and that was different, but nothing was like training for something. And way later in life, the only thing that I would do for workouts was hiking. If you know anything about me, you know that I'm a huge fan of hiking. And the reason behind that is not the movement and it's not the activities, being in nature and being in a place in which I can feel so little. I think it helps my perspective a lot in understanding the size of things, like even the size of some of my emotions, right? Perspective, just like place perspective into my life. Hiking is one of the best places for me to do that. But the gym was something that I avoided. I just knew, or I would say that I was not good at it. And it was just not a thing that I did. And one of my friends that I worked in the office with challenged me to go with her because she had a Groupon and she had a bet. She placed a bet and said that she didn't think I could do the whole week. So I was obviously a little triggered. Honestly, I didn't even know if I could do the week myself, but I just didn't like the fact that she had that perception of me when I didn't even know if I could do it. So that's how it kind of started. I put myself in a place that I didn't know if I could do it. And that has been one of the most beautiful gifts that I have given myself. Place myself in a place in which I don't know if I can do it, and I am still showing up. And literally that's the story of my life with what I do for a living now. But at the gym, I didn't know anything. I'm not good at anything per se naturally. I'm not naturally good at anything. I run now, but it has taken me a long time to even know how to breathe and run, how to have a conversation and run. So everything has shown me so much of my capacity, my willingness, my resilience, and I think that's beautiful. I think that's awesome, and it's such a gift to myself, and it's such a gift to everybody around me. And when I share it, it's from a place of love, and from a place of like, I want you to know what's fully available to you when you put yourself in places that might feel uncomfortable, that might feel scary, that might feel out of your comfort and wisdom and skill, and just give yourself the chance to see if you could do it and how well you could do it, and then show yourself the fact that you can become good at anything you want. So I share a lot of my workouts because I'm really proud. I didn't know that I could like lift weights. I didn't know that I could train to learn how to do a pull-up. I didn't know that I didn't know any of these. And there's still a lot that I don't know if I can do or how to do it. But I'm willing to show up and try. And I think that's the beauty behind a lot of the things that we do. The life that we choose to live is giving ourselves the opportunity to put ourselves there, even though we know that maybe at the beginning we're not gonna be great at it, that it might be ugly, that it might be painful, that you could hurt yourself. Like, a lot of the scenarios that often play in our heads are the worst case scenarios. And I'm not saying that they don't go by my brain. Yes, they do, often. And I go out of my way to know that the chances of that happening are less than 50%, and something beautiful and amazing could happen, like me discovering my skill, me becoming healthier, me becoming stronger, me be able to keep up with my kids when they run, when they want to go into these night bike rides. Like, I can do that and I can keep up with them because I constantly show up for myself in a way that I never had before. And you can do that with yourself through the gym, through self-reflection. There's many different ways to go about it. But in the world that we live, looking a certain way and staying fit and being healthy is sold. I became very consistent with the gym because I have a condition in which I have to watch what I do in order to stay healthy. So many of you might think that is a vanity thing, and I'm not gonna disagree. I love to feel good in my skin. I love to feel strong. And when people compliment my legs, I receive the compliment because I know how many squats I put in. But the inner why and the reason why I actually wake up when I rather sleep in is the fact that I value my health more than I can say. That I really want to grow up and be able to keep up with my kids. That's the actual reason behind the workouts. And once I get to the gym, I get to put myself in places that I don't know if I can do it. But I'm willing to fail. I'm willing to try again. And if you know anything about me, or if you have ever worked out with me, you know that I complain a lot. I do speak on my mind. I ask a lot of questions. I don't often have the rhythm. I don't have the balance. I am not good at anything naturally. And that has never been the reason for me to quit or not show up. And I don't think it should be the reason for anybody else either. I think the space of growth is actually available to all of us when we choose to give ourselves the opportunity to possibly fail, when we give ourselves the opportunity to possibly fall, when we give ourselves, like, anything that you want, you're gonna have to get better at. So working out is part of my therapy. It makes me a better person. It calms my nervous system down. It has taught me a lot about breathing, how to breathe in, how to hold a breath, when to allow the release, how to release, how to keep air where I need it, how to protect my back, how to protect my legs. I have learned a lot of mobility, a lot of moves, and yes, I have gotten a lot stronger, which I'm so proud of. But I also think that is a beautiful place for you to give yourself the chance. And most gyms are a beautiful community. You're gonna find people that are in the same mindset, with similar goals, that wanna get better, that wanna be healthy, and you are a product of your environment. So I do encourage body movement. If it has to start with you, by all means, but a community is behind anything that you wanna do. And some of my closest friends I have met through these type of communities. So I highly recommend it, and I don't think I'm gonna ever stop sharing. I share the good and the bad and the ugly. Like, I'm not good at jerks, and anybody that works out with me know that, like, I'm normally the person that they used to show you what not to do, and yet I still love to show up. I still love to try. I still love to learn it. And then when I get it, when I finally get it, it does feel so good beyond the strength that I'm gaining and the posture and the form and all the things. Is also showing me the resilience, the capacity, and the availability that is there available for me. So it's because of how I train that I can show up in a very positive way for my family and for my business. It has helped a lot of it keeps my mental health in check. And I do think it's a beautiful gift that is fully available to us. I think that without health, I mean, you can continue working as much as you can until you kind of crash. But I do think that being healthy is one of the best wealths that you can actually feel inside your body. So I hope that answers the question. I think I went into like storytelling maybe more than I should have, but I wanted to come here and keep the commitment that I gave on sharing the questions and my perspective on the questions that you guys submitted. So that's all I have. I hope that you have an amazing day. And if you have any other questions, keep on sending them and I'll keep doing this. Bye.